Theater of the Mind Flip.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer, a D&D play podcast set in the homebrewed world of Jekyll. We've got 2 DMs for some reason, which can only mean twice the fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at
Theater of the Mind Flip.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, grab your ankles. We're here. I'm Jacob Machin. That's Caleb Dowdall.
Yo, yo.
How you doing, Caleb?
I'm very good. How are you, Jacob?
I'm very good, thank you. Well fed?
Good. Yes, very well fed, very
well fed.
content.
Check the socials for updates on our meals.
Oh, yeah.
Every recording night.
Fajitas.
Well, this will already have been
Oh, now you've
posted.
timestamped this. Yeah, now you've timestamped when we actually record this. We're here with the usual suspects. We have Luke Sykes.
Hello, I liked your intro today.
Oh, thank you. Grab your ankle.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Okay. good boy. We have Hercules Maze. Okay.
I feel it.
Are you okay? Can you smell burnt toast?
I smell burnt popcorn.
Touche, Hercules. Touche.
That's 2 weeks in a row, Jacob.
We have Michael Briganti.
Hello.
Cool, great. We have Daelyn
I'm finally
Lester-Serafini.
moving along. You were rushing people to pee, so I'm rushing this intro.
Okay, fair. Wow, you've got some big boots now that you've got the socials in your hand.
Yeah.
You can't destroy me.
He's already changed all the
Only getting more powerful.
He's like, Jake, I'm not going anywhere.
It's true. It's
you
true.
need me.
It's true. When we had that conversation, you did genuinely say, this isn't me trying to get you to keep me along, but if you need someone, I was like, you know what? Azorith can stay. We have Daelyn Lester-Serafini.
Heidi hey, Heidi ho.
And we have Danielle Butlin.
Hi.
Cool.
I've got that.
There with
Yep.
Michael's intro. Excellent.
You do a trivia treat?
Yeah, give us a treat.
You want a treat?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, this is getting weird. You guys want a treat? Yes, trivia daddy, we want a treat. Please, trivia daddy, give us some more.
Welcome to this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
Crunchy. This is tasty.
What creature cannot hurt another of its race with its basic attack?
Lycanthrope.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because werewolves can't be damaged by anything that's not magical or silver. And their basic attacks aren't magical or silver, so they can't actually attack each other.
But their attacks do become magical at one point,
At some
don't they?
point, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Caleb just popping in here really quickly. Just to let you know, you should not listen to Jake. This trivia treat was based off of the stat block in the monster manual for werewolves. And if you were to be playing a werewolf in a game, then there is no official D&D leveling system for that. So any magical attacks you would gain would be homebrewed. Yep, Jake's wrong again, but that's okay. Maybe he'll be correct next time, because this is just getting embarrassing.
Wow, that was pedantic and dragged on for a long time.
Hey, my role
you're
is
the
to
one that
fill
wanted it,
time
Jacob.
here. That was this week's disappointing episode of Trivia Treats. Tune in next week. We might have more fun with it.
Crunchy. This is tasty.
We're going to do improv now.
That's a surprise.
You're part of this fucking podcast.
I know. Well, why don't we mix it up? Sometimes we could do the improv first, keep it fresh.
Well, that's up to you, editor.
True.
Yeah, well, I don't want to make more work for myself. We could do it very organically by just swapping it.
All right, what's the improv game today?
Yeah, what's this new
I was going to try and figure out to swip it around. Yeah, Michael gave me another one.
You're
it
using
is
both mine?
I'm going to use all three. Are going to be the ones that
shit.
you sent me. Yeah. Why not? You make my job easier.
I was just throwing them out there.
Keep throwing them at me. They're not technically yours, but
I don't know. If
you
they're good.
gave
I don't
them to
watch
me.
the full video.
Make 'em
catch the ick.
Yeah. Yeah, catch that ick. Flick that ick at me. Like
What have I
Spider-Man.
done?
No. Like Miggs from Silence of the Lambs. There's a deep cut for you.
That is a deep.
The cell right next to Hannibal's when he
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
Flicks the ick.
He flicks the ick. Okay, we're going to do a game called Genre Buster. Here's what's going to happen. I've got a list of film, TV genres here. You're going to start a scene. Caleb and I are going to shout freeze and get you to change the genre as best you can in an audio format. Caleb, I've got a list here. As you can see, there is thriller, action, horror, western, drama, comedy, narrative, fantasy, adventure, crime, satire, mystery, cyberpunk, dark comedy, costume drama, melodrama, anime. I just want them to be slightly prepared.
Yeah.
Question to help us. What the fuck's a narrative genre?
One that follows a narrative structure.
Doesn't every story?
Does every story?
Except for Memento, yes.
Still has a narrative structure.
Went backwards.
There are surrealist and Buddhist films that don't have any kind of narrative structure. They don't have any real purpose.
Or is it like a film that has a strong narration character?
Typically
Princess Bride.
Yeah. Typically voiceover, narration, on-screen titles, excessive flashbacks. Anything else anyone want to know?
I have a question. So we freeze it and give them the genre, or we freeze it and they choose a genre?
We freeze it and give them the genre.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Caleb's like,
I love the power.
Okay.
Of Grayskull.
Who has an itchy asshole this week? Luke's fixed his.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, Daelyn,
Yeah, there
itchy
you go.
asshole number one.
Scritch.
Herc is... Let's go Daelyn, Michael, and Danielle in the first one. And we will fuck with some genres with you motherfuckers.
Excellent.
Caleb, can I get an opening genre?
Yeah, let's start with anime.
Anime. Okay.
What are the themes of an anime?
How do we do? Wait. Okay.
You know what? Let's open this up to everyone. Yeah, let's do this with everyone. Yep. Whatever we need to do to make this work. Anime, and can I get a world event? Either
The
fictional or
World Championships of a fighting tournament.
a world championship fighting tournament. Maybe it is sumotori, the only sport I
feel
follow.
like in an audio format that's
All right, you've been vetoed, Caleb.
Sumotori. I mean, like,
Well, that power didn't last long.
Yeah. Okay, so a fighting tournament, anime style. You may start whenever you wish to begin.
Next fighter. You. What's your special talent there, son?
Jack here is a ultra defensive fighter. He just waits and waits, and he'll spring on him at the last second. I've been training him for over 35 years.
Well, to get into this fighting tournament, you gotta show a little something for us.
Freeze. Comedy.
Oh no, I've dropped something. Oops, my loincloth fell up.
Don't you just hate it when that happens?
See, that's his special talent. Saw it right there, folks.
Well, you guys can go to the Beast Wars. I don't know.
It's already my favorite improv
Back
so far.
to anime.
It's still a fighting tournament.
All right, who am I fighting?
Oh, you're fighting this reigning champion over here.
Freeze. Costume drama.
Well, he doesn't quite look like the reigning champion of anything except his father's boudoir.
Dare you, sir?
He is not quite what we expected fighting fit form to be.
No.
I thought there were going to be actual champions here.
I'm really afraid, shaking in my boots. I dare, sir. I dare.
You dare, sir.
I dare.
Freeze. Romance.
I say, I dare, sir.
I look longingly into your eyes.
I lock gaze from across the room. Whoa, guys.
Save it for the arena.
It's time for our fight.
I bashfully look away.
See you out there.
We cut to the entrances into the ring as the crowd is going wild.
Mother, I think I found the one.
oh yes. What is she like?
Freeze. Western.
Well, Mother, she's got quite the set of heels on her.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh,
Will the
shit.
duelers like to take their place?
Here
Get
she
on in
comes.
that ring, boy. You show them where you're from.
Here she comes.
Show them
This ring ain't big enough for the both of us.
Oh my.
This ring is perfect fit for the both of us.
Freeze. Psychological thriller.
This ring is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And I'm going to run rings around you, boy. And you're not going to know what's coming from behind or in front or on top or underneath.
I'm already in your head.
Shit, he is. Fuck.
All right, fighters. You've been waiting for this moment for so long to test your might against one another. Will you survive? That's up to you.
Remember, Jack, I bet my kids' college money on you. So.
Grenhilda,
Freeze. Legal drama.
I don't think this fight should go ahead. He is wearing unappropriate footwear for this type of sand.
Jack, let me just consult with council, and I'll get right back to you on what we think we should do about this.
Great.
I object, referee.
What's your argument?
This is an illegal fight. If you look at the defendant's boots, they are open-toed, and open-toed boots on sand provides a disadvantage to me because he has an advantage with his grippy toes. Look at them. They're gripping the sand right now.
All right.
Stop gripping the sand.
Can we please bring in our sandal expert to inspect the contestants' sandals to see if they are of...
Yes,
Mother?
yes. Looking...
You're a sandal expert? You never told me?
Freeze. Melodrama. Soap opera.
Oh, my God. You want these boots? You can take them off my cold, dead body.
If that's what you want. She pulls out a pistol from her pocket.
Mother, no.
The sandal expert was a murderer the whole time.
Freeze!
I jump in midair and freeze.
True crime.
Bang.
My son!
Shot by my mother. I always figured this is how I would go.
Wow, I never expected the body to lay in such a strange position. Quick, mark out around it. Do we have tape or something? I don't know. Isn't that what you're supposed to
Mark
do?
it in the sand.
Thank you.
So we'll know where it was.
Harold, grab my hand.
I grab it.
I want you to know that with my dying breath, I die as a champion.
Freeze. Musical.
Yes, I'm out of it.
I'll fight on for you.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I'll fight on for you.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Till the morning rises.
But you are the champion. You must avenge the death of your love. You must destroy the sandal inspector. No! The mother of the deceased.
Freeze. Police procedural to wrap us up. You almost did it with true crime.
Yeah, sorry. You shot your son, so there's gonna have to be consequences. You're gonna have to pay them.
Well, I mean...
But don't
were there
worry.
any witnesses?
I mean,
I wasn't there.
You
there
still have the gun in your
there
hand.
was a crowd.
You're seeing things. No,
Ma'am,
this isn't my gun.
Did you have any other alternative motives to
Bang!
your...
Shoot her in the window. Get down. I am still the champion.
We're getting there. That's how that game's played.
Hey.
Well done.
I
That's
was
fun.
this close to busting out Blood Brothers.
You should have, but you didn't. Next time.
I still
Next
want a
musical.
full musical episode.
Fuck. Oh,
I was also trying to go with the gag of like almost getting 2 words before we changed genres.
Yeah.
Speaking
Speaking of what?
of
I was enraptured by the singing, guys. Well done. I wish we had kept that
more
going.
like a Les Mis, I feel.
Speaking of the
It was
rap.
still a musical.
Yeah, no.
Speaking
I feel
of
like it
musicals?
really started like
Les Mis is like one of the longest running
Speaking of-
musicals ever.
Speaking of
ever.
Speaking of musicals.
Like
Speaking
You know,
of,
we made a musical.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Speaking of
Dungeons and
No,
Dragons, too easy.
that's too hard. Too easy.
Too
We're looking
easy.
for like a
No,
really
I was thinking
cool fun-
there's
Here we
already
go.
a,
He's
there's
gone.
already a musical with
Yeah.
a dragon in it called Wicked.
Wicked.
Speaking of
Wicked, let's do
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there a
Yes.
musical with a dungeon in it?
Speaking of
Beauty and the Beast.
No.
Oh,
Is there a
and
dungeon in Beauty and the Beast?
Pharaoh. What
He
is
like
that
locks
one?
her up in the dungeon.
Joseph in the Dreamcoat. Yeah, there's a prison in that one.
Yes, close every door to me.
Technically, yeah, because he's like in a jail cell.
Can you sing it for me?
Speaking of jails.
when we're not recording.
Sometime we're
Copyright.
Speaking of record, let's record it on podcast.
Leader of the Mind Flip.
In our last session, you began your journey to Alva, along with a contingent of villagers from Vale. On your way, you discovered Pirup had some kind of control over the roads, as he managed to stop them from shifting. You tried to get a closer look at the roads to see if he was actually, stopping it, actively, or if it had, stopped for good, but you couldn't quite make it out. You made your way through for a day, and you set up camp for the night. You decided to check in with Nesh, your pal from Fianna. But when you did, Nesh didn't answer. Instead, a strange voice that you didn't recognize did. It seemed to be confused and not understand how the sending stone worked, which is where we're going to begin our session today.
The mists of the night air kind of settling in, the light of the fire illuminating Agenar, the shock on Agnar's face as she hears that message back coming from someone that is not Nesh.
That was not Nesh.
Who was it?
You broke it up. Why are we so silly?
When we don't record for a while, all our silliness just...
Yeah, it's true.
It's because we've been saving it all for so long.
I just asked a simple question.
I think it was a combo of a name that was not Nesh. That wasn't Nesh. Who was it?
Who's on first?
Yeah, essentially. Bias asked who it was.
Who's bias?
Got him, Caleb.
In our last session.
That's all right.
Well,
Picked it up once
last time you used the stone, it sounded like they were in trouble, like something was happening.
Yes, I don't know who that was. I mean,
Azorith, was there anywhere else they were going to attack?
I didn't even know if they were going to attack here. I've no idea. I don't imagine so. I'd imagine they would not want to split up an invasion force amongst taking 2 continents at once.
well, I can talk to Nesh. If Nesh is okay, I can talk to her inside her head rather than to the stone.
She might have very easily just dropped it and someone could have picked it up.
Right. Yes, I'm sure that's what's happened. Yes, I'm sure Nesh is it's fine. And I'm going to cast Sending. Hi, Nesh. A bit worried. Someone's got your stone. You sounded a bit stressed last time we talked. I'm okay. Please be okay too.
As you cast your sending, there is a moment, and you hear back.
Hello, Agenar. Not great here in the choosing. The savages seem to have teamed up, so little bit worried. We managed to escape, but we should be fine, I think.
She said things not so good here, and that the well, she used a different word, but the wild ones have teamed up apparently.
Wait, the ones that said no to civilization have teamed up.
Right, and I think overrun the temple. I guess.
Is that
Nope.
no? Okay.
Nope.
Is that nope? What?
Is that normal? Is that...
I'm assuming that's what you're going to ask.
Yeah. It's just
no. Usually they sort of. I mean, that's the whole idea. They've rejected the notion of civilization and order and structure.
What would they want at the temple?
Food. They'd want to eat things, but if your friend's still alive, then they haven't eaten the things.
But wouldn't they get that in the wild? Like, isn't that the whole point, that they could survive out in the wild? Isn't that what why would they would choose that? So what, is there anything else in the temple that they would want, or some reason to attack it?
I mean, I can ask again. Like something else.
I mean, she might not know.
No, but she could, I mean, they might have given some indication, or she could let me know what preceded it, or...
What would she say exactly?
What, sorry?
What did she say?
That's a good question. What did she say exactly?
You were there, you heard. Maybe in your state now, you don't quite remember.
My memory is so...
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
You remember
basic.
what you remember. Unfortunately, you don't have a keen mind or anything, so...
We didn't hear it.
What are you worried about her, Agenar?
Does she sound, yeah.
Like, should we go there? I mean, if Fiona's already somewhere we're thinking of going, like, is it worth it to try and help there?
And I suppose it depends. Well, we should ask why, what for what purpose? Because, I mean, if someone from within the council who's on the side of organization, has some connection with Carsony and all of that business, then maybe they're on the other side of things. Or they could be. I don't know. I should ask.
I'll ask who.
Nesh.
Okay.
I mean, she's the only one I know for sure isn't part of anything bigger or political or.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
No. But I mean, this is the last one for today. So what should I ask? What does everybody questions?
It's up to you. I don't know. It's up to you. Really.
I don't know what to ask because I don't know what she'll know. But I'm wondering if she has any indication of what they want, or if someone is trying to. If someone else, I don't know. If someone else is pulling the strings, if it seems like
who's in charge?
Yeah.
Ask if there's a Carsony player.
Yeah.
Ask if
We could
there's
just keep
someone
it
like
brief.
him.
Those two questions.
Should we come help?
Yeah.
What if it's your god? He seems to be controlling everything else that we can think of. I mean, there's.
Do they have red cloaks?
Yeah, red cloaks, civilians.
I mean,
What if it's severe?
I don't.
Causing an upturn in Fiona.
I mean, that was kind of my thinking. I wouldn't be shocked if they also had a hand in this. I mean, you guys know your council. I don't know what they're like, but would any of them consider a partnership, some kind of deal to let Severians in?
No.
Someone working with them for power?
Probably not, to be honest. You know, it's Fiona's Fiona. We have our own ways of things, and it'd be weird to give that up, to be honest. And the Savages make their choice, and they're the one people that we don't let back in. That's the one thing we don't abide by in our realm.
I don't think it's severe because Nim had mentioned that the Queen's next mission was to take over the resources for something bigger. I'd assume something bigger means taking on the other nations or taking them out or taking them over. And Bach was the easiest one that Sabir could take with fairly little resistance. And I think that its resources with the steel wood and its magical nature that she was trying to harvest it.
The ones who have gone full beast
Hmm.
can't be pierced by normal weapons. Steel would be able to do that. Let the Savages run over, then all they have to do is come in after they've taken Bucked, clean cut through them.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out if all of these strings are being pulled by the same hand.
If they are being pulled by this same hand, I think it's this god of death and life. Because Carsony gets sent over here to deal with the Temple of Brigantia in whatever way. He has no relation with this god that he knows of, but thinks he's worshipping Brigantia. Nim has no connection with this god either, but Nim and his soldiers were using the same magic that Carsony was using. And this god is clearly trying to manipulate multiple things at once. Maybe he's been able to influence these.
Fucking dickhead. Yeah, you're right.
Wait, is this the god that uses shadow and shit like that?
Uses shadow.
Well, you said they used... What were they using? They were using like dark, shadowy magic?
Yes.
Don't you have the same stuff?
Yes.
We're not sorry, but
No, I
think it's
understand
irrelevant.
it. This is something I've only sort of connected recently.
Do
Because
you worship a
I don't
god?
worship any god.
But I mean, not
Except for-
you. I mean, in 12 Point.
No,
Right.
no one specific. There's not a.
Who
It's
does
not-
Queen
it's-
Banrian worship? Anyone?
I don't know
Myself?
personally, but I'd assume Morrigan.
I don't know
All right.
which one.
But it's possible that your god is doing more.
Exactly. She could be.
All right.
maybe
Let's
she
get one
believes she's-
fucking thing clear. He's not my god. Okay.
Sorry.
Your old god
He's
already
my
pretended
ex-god.
to be one god.
We
What if
all
she's just
have
pretending to
exes
be
we're not
another?
happy with, okay? Like, fuck.
That's
We're not
true.
proud of everything we do back in the past, but it's the past.
Okay, going forward.
Fuck. How long is this going to be
Arwen.
hold over my
The god,
fucking head?
that god.
The god.
We're not blaming you for anything that he's doing. You're the only thing we know personally here that's connected or was connected to him.
except shadows.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that too now, but
So am I. I'm trying to figure out what this is all about as well.
do you have to go through a pact or something to get your
Not a pact. It's a to get what, magic?
are you just
Mine was. I
you're
was
born with it.
born
You're
with
all
Maybe,
like
maybe.
lines of wizards.
No, it's not wizards. It's on my mother's side. She's an elf, and every generation or so, sometimes in her family lineage, gets born with magical abilities, and that was me. Like I said, I wasn't always this shadowy. This was only happened since the tomb. Since after that.
Well,
Back to the message.
Oh, right.
What we sending?
Right, yes.
Oh, Nish, that's right.
Right, Nesh. Sorry, got so engrossed in your backstories. Right. So, the questions were, what do they want? Who's in charge? Should we come help?
I think that's enough.
red, I don't know.
So it's easier to ask questions than answer.
Yes.
Red cloaks or those necklaces that
Red
all of the
cloaks
Severians
or
were wearing.
Carsony.
Well, she wouldn't
or-
know what Carsony is, would she?
Well, Carsony's from Fiona, and if
there's any shadowy magic, I don't know.
shadowy magic.
Because if there was a strike team sent here, they would be using the same magic over there, I'd imagine.
Carson is not from Fiona.
No?
He's from Bocht. He went to Fiona
Oh,
and then got
I
sent
thought he
back.
was a thingy.
He's a cow.
He's a
Exactly.
Also,
My
What about
well,
around
okay, he's
Arbor?
not from.
Yeah.
are they not?
No, people just think they're cows because Matt Mercer
Make 'em
said
seem like
just
they're cows.
Vaguely
Cowmen.
cow-like.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're not actual cows.
Well, okay.
Minotaur is a cowman.
Okay,
Oh no, you'll meet a
okay.
full-on cow person.
All right.
We'll make sure of it.
Carsony's connected to the temple, so okay. So those 4 questions, and then maybe
You need
I think
help?
that's enough, I think, to be honest.
Are you asking if she needs help?
yes. Okay. So red cloaks question mark is a question.
I don't know, red cloaks or chains? Because if they're all wearing those chains, then doesn't matter what
Okay.
they look like. We know
The
that they're...
honestly, the red cloaks probably won't be there. If they are, they're probably in bigger trouble than I think they are. And it's not the savages they're after. So
Okay. Are there red cloaks, chains, or shadow magic? I think that that gets
Yeah.
everything. Okay. I'm gonna start sending
Azorith
again.
is just like,
Okay.
Pip, what do you think? Thumbs up.
All right, well, I think that probably it's one of those 3, maybe, or another thing. But
Pip, we
I'm
got
very-
shit to deal
very
with.
excited. Would anyone like their shoes cleaned for a copper piece? It's all
Sure.
very interesting, but it's
clean
not
my
very
boots just to
monetarily
keep it
financial to
quiet.
me.
Here, do my shell, I'll give you 2 copper.
Oh, easy.
And he like grabs a little rag and like spits it and comes up behind you and is just kind of absentmindedly polishing your shell.
Sweet.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Agnar's going to walk away from the squeaky shell cleaning. Just a few steps. So, hi, Nesh. What do they want? Who's in charge? Should we come help? Are there red cloaks, chains, shadow magic?
Change this fucking big.
Buy chains. Neck chains.
That was characters having the conversation. Yeah, we probably should have cleaned up chains.
Okay.
All right. You get a message back.
The fuck are you on about?
Hello, Agenar. Sorry, need to be quiet. Not sure. Savage ones stormed the temple. They now have it. We're kind of moving through the Howling Ring now.
That's all you hear.
So, red cloak, chains, or
Neck chains. Okay.
Well, short story short, she doesn't know they're not in the temple anymore.
did you ask if we should help?
I did, but she didn't,
Yums ain't giving a shit.
answer that part.
Didn't have enough words. Sorry. These guys, if these guys hadn't pulled me up, I would have kept going, but they did. So. Appreciate you guys. Keep me honest.
DM's forcing us to make our own decisions.
Fuck me.
Didn't we have homework due?
Regardless, we still gotta get to a ship if we want to get to Fiona or anywhere.
Right.
else.
Yes,
You
I
can
mean, it's
message
not-
Nesh.
There is a ship. There's a ship waiting for us in Alba.
We still need to get there.
Yes, I know, but I'm saying we'll get to the ship and then we can decide, so we don't have to decide right now.
Well, and whoever has the stone, they might be the people who took the temple. So can ask again in the morning while we walk. I mean,
I think we can answer this very clearly. You don't want to go back to Sevilla. Anywhere you want to go?
I mean, I want to go where we can help the most. So
Very political answer, and I'm not here for it.
Oh, wow.
if there's a chance that Severe is empty right now and it would be a good time to attack it, then I am for going there. But if it's too dangerous, I don't want to see everyone here dead. So that's why I don't want to go to Severe.
Would it be empty?
I don't know.
Would it be empty?
Severe?
Yeah.
What do you mean empty? It's an entire country, no.
Okay, then, so it's probably not good to Sevilla.
I just meant in terms of forces. If the majority of the forces are here, concentrated here.
There's not a perpetual slaughter going on. I don't know if you have the right picture of Severe. It's everyday folks. You can go through there. No one knows who you lot are. You're not going to go there and then be attacked. You might get funny looks. And
well, yes, if the army's not there, it'd just be civilians and we can
Well,
go
there's
around.
probably not the whole army. There's definitely left some back home.
Right.
So,
Well-
do you want to go back to Sevilla?
Look, I think going to Severe or Neodract are my choices just because I don't know much about where you are all from and I don't know how we can help. If you think that's the best course of options to get the most amount of help possible, then I'm game. But I know Severe probably has some people who are fed up with the taxes and everything.
Okay, do you want to go anywhere?
Taxes.
Straight on.
Oh, blimey.
Are you trying to avoid going back to Fiona?
Yes, but I feel like that's probably where we're needed right now because that's the only thing that we have a tangible evidence that something's happening.
Would you like to do anything?
A whole lot of things.
Okay, great. What do you want to go back to Fiona to save Nesh?
Nesh can take care of herself.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Bias, what do you...
All right, we're going to Tortuga. That's fucking... whatever.
Tortuga.
We're hopping universes.
Jumping into Pirates of the Caribbean.
Why don't you roll a dice or something if you can't make a decision?
Pep, shut the fuck up!
Roll a dice!
Force, what do you think what do you think you'd be the most help at? You ask a lot of
Do
questions
you-
on what we want to do, but what do you want to do?
Yes, do you want to go
What
to
I
Fiona?
want to do is go to Sevilla and attack the Queen because I think it'd be fun and it'd probably get me the most notoriety. But right now, both of you are saying that's not a good goal. You're saying there's someone that might need help and it's the only thing that we can really do right now.
Well, I mean, I didn't say that so much. I mean, I would like to help Nesh, but we also are, meant to be helping the people of Bokt. So if we think we can get allies from Fiona, then sure. But no, I don't think going to Severe and killing the Queen is a good idea because there's only, 5 of us.
Plus, there's
6 plus Bucky. But I don't know if he
he's
would
not
go.
going with us, I don't think.
No.
I don't think I can come with you, and I don't think you'll be able to take Pierre-Up either. I
No.
don't think that's wise.
Yes.
Oh, it'll be fun.
Look, our best option is to stop the invasion force of Bokt. We're not trying to topple an empire right now.
Why don't we go start raiding boats?
I think being the savior of...
Oh, I put a smile on your face, big boy.
Oh, the scary one smiles. I like it.
Force. If you show up with an army at your back to defend the island, it's pretty good steps to earning some followers, right?
And having a god on our side wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing.
And I think we're much more equipped to take on a queen with a god on our side. You need followers.
But I could become a god by killing the queen.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
What's easier to kill, a queen or an army? A queen.
Yeah, but I don't think you can instantaneously...
Has an army.
Apparently not. Apparently they're all out in the ocean.
They're definitely not all there.
Okay. So that's what I was asking.
There's a lot of them, though, I guess.
All
I'm
right.
all for you becoming a god. As long as you
Okay.
come back and say hi sometime.
I'll always be there to say hi.
First, 2 other. Then we'll have time to figure out where we need to go.
Okay. As you all bed down for the
2
evening.
copper pieces, please. Don't try to cheat me.
Taxman comes
There you go.
too.
Thank you.
I'm going to take it off my character sheet right now. As we're going to sleep, I have a question for Bucky, but
Yeah. As you all head off to bed, you're welcome to take turns watching or let Safirith do the hard work.
No,
Uh,
watch.
I'll stay
If you'd
up
like
and watch.
to let me know. Yeah. So Safirith, you're staying up watching the whole time and doing
Yeah.
other little bits and pieces. We'll get your moments from you.
Yeah.
Is anyone else wishing to stay up or get up at any point to help with the watch?
Yeah, I'd like to get up at some point.
Yeah.
Probably not first watch, though.
Okay.
I'd probably be staying up a little later into the night. trying out some fiddling around with some magic and trying to manipulate it in different ways.
Etterath will probably do last watch, getting up bright and early.
I'd want to, before I go to sleep, talk to Bucket.
Okay, so we've got Safirith and Azorith up first. Agenar.
I'll do second then.
Okay, Bias second. Agenar third. And Etterath fourth. As everyone beds down to sleep, you hear the cute little snore of Pip.
So adorable.
This is why I'm never having kids.
No more jobs, please.
You see his arms, so he's lying on his back, but it looks like he's making a motion of like a sweeping brush.
So he actually ran away from the city. Okay.
Oh, he's sweeping in his sleep.
As you guys bed down, Bias.
I'll do it when I do my watch.
Excellent. As you bed down, Safirith, Azorith, the early night beginning. Let us know how you'd like to spend this watch and whether you'd like to make any checks. It's completely up to you guys.
Well, Azorith would just be sitting there, keeping watch, but also kind of fiddling around with just like a small ball of shadow and trying to just cast things of prestidigitation, but like trying to speak more quietly and sort of less subtle hand gestures and just kind of just try and kind of contain it more and control it more and kind of play around with that while keeping watch.
Interesting. Safirith?
Watching Azorith do his magic. What did it look like before?
It was sort of just, it was a little sparky, little flares, and it was it's like a nature that I've never really seen before. It seemed like a sort of naturalistic sort of thing, but not from this world. Different weird colors, and it's actually quite beautiful. But
and does it feel different?
Yes, heavier. Feels fuller in some way, like it's sort of not leaving space for anything else. Sort of, yeah.
Can I ask you what 12 Point was like?
I mean, it wasn't bad. It was comfortable beds, good food, but, it was the training and time amongst these people who want nothing more than to use you as a tool, as a way of furthering their ambition and their goals. And it was...
No, I just heard stories of this magical, beautiful city away from everything where the favorites were kept and trained and coddled, and curious about it.
Yeah, once you're of note, maybe the coddling starts, but I don't know. I can only speak to really my personal experience with it. I don't know if others in the tower feel the same, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't know. It may have seemed easy on the outside, but in there it's just expectations and approval and having to be the best, whatever it costs.
The benefits weren't worth bearing that?
Not that I could see. For a time I thought it was when I was younger, but I don't know.
When you think about it now, how do you feel about it?
I'm sad for it, because I know there are good people who are there. They're just still on this one-track mind from all the indoctrination that happens and everything. And I know they're good people, but yeah, I don't know. They just doesn't seem like they have a choice, and that makes me sad.
You do feel something for it.
Yeah.
Could you go in and burn it?
That's what it took to take the towers. Mean nothing. It's not the towers themselves that...
No, I know.
Could be on a farm somewhere in that country. I wouldn't mind it, but hopefully like to see it change. I don't know if I necessarily want it destroyed.
But your family is very in favor of the way that things go, would you say?
I would say so, yeah.
So if you had to face them...
I don't know. Maybe that's why I've been running, because I couldn't face them.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrogate you.
It's fine. I think I owe a little bit of that, which I still feel shitty about.
Yeah, because you're a fucking spy.
Yeah. Maybe I'm still a spy. Double agent? Is that a thing?
Yeah, well.
How much can you double an agent?
I mean, if I ever find out that you are, I'll rip your esophagus out with my hand.
Well, until that day.
But don't worry, I'll do it very lovingly.
Great.
Yeah.
Quick?
Oh, no.
I wouldn't expect it.
Lovingly.
Oh.
Slow and gentle and excruciating.
Well, I'd be disappointed otherwise.
Good.
Pretty great way to take Nim out. Ugh.
Yeah, I stopped being disturbed by gore a long time ago.
Anyway, I would say get some sleep, but I think there's a thing with that. So I'll get some nice views.
Yeah, speaking of magic changing, I don't know. I just don't have to sleep anymore, so I might as well take advantage of that and keep a watch out.
Don't know a lot, but I know everyone needs some sleep every now and then, so maybe don't let it get too far.
Don't worry. If I feel like I'm gonna drop dead, I'll let you know.
Bed on down.
As Azorith beds on down by us, you awaken for your watch.
Where's your head? There's only 4.
I was about to say, hey, big man.
Well, I got caught.
Yeah.
Oh, no problem.
Other big man, less scary big man.
Wait, who's the scary big man?
Etterath, obviously.
Oh, right.
Does he sleep in those heels?
I think so.
I don't think he can take them
He's
off.
like Dolly Parton, just
Oh.
in case something happens at night.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, good for him.
I'm glad you're awake, Bucket.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I feel weird being in a camp with Pierre-Loup. No offense to him.
Are you? Come over here.
Oh, I was going to go walk around the camp and actually maybe make a perception check, but I can sit with you guys. It's okay. I'll do that after. What do you want to say
I don't
first?
think anything's going to happen tonight by the looks of it.
Man, Baki, you just got a sense,
I got
huh?
a sense for these things. We're probably going to head off and make a pretty good time.
Speaking of Pierre-Loup, I'm not touching him. Don't worry. Speaking of Pierre-Loup, I don't know if you noticed something funky about your lights when you're walking around Pierre-Loup. The magical energy shifted around your body.
Yeah.
So it's something that's tangible and movable within you.
All right. Like a bioluminescence.
Yeah. Would you be...
Yeah.
And I ask because you tattooed as well. Maybe you have some technical input in this. Would you be willing to maybe try and share some of that? Maybe there's ways to see if there's making more bailment.
Oh, like transfusion.
Yeah, like if I cut some lines in my arm and then we cut like you stood on one end of
I mean,
loop and all the energy went to that finger, and then we cut that finger and see if we could like drain some into
I
it.
still have a little bit of his blood
Wait, what the fuck?
in my machine. I still have some of the ink that...
The ink? Was the ink his blood or was the ink... Oh, my blood.
No, it was from the from the fruit, the ink
Right, so it was a mix of color and-
Vasily made.
It's the purple juice.
Purple juice.
I mean, I don't know.
Purple juice,
I don't know if
Bailman blood.
I don't know if it would work on anyone else or what it would do to anyone else.
I don't know what Vasily was doing. Like whether there's some other arcana to it or not. You could try tattooing. I could try bleeding in you.
I mean, that goes against a lot of practices that we try to avoid within the art form.
It's fine. I'm immune to diseases. It's okay.
Wait, all diseases?
Yeah.
Wow, damn, that's useful.
Exes leave imprints on you that last longer than you want them to be.
How many X's have you had?
Just the one.
Forrest?
And how many diseases have
Big
you
guy in the
avoided?
sky. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe we could try and do something with it. Do you know any kind of like sigils of power?
Well, if you're talking about blood, like hemocraft.
I'm not going to use your powder to do magic with. I'm going to try and like infuse it in maybe a pattern on my body. It's like,
no, but there's
I don't know, +1 protection or something.
But there, I don't know. Okay, well, you're just shopping around for shit. No, but as far as blood magic goes, isn't that something that
Looks over at the sleeping body of Etterath.
isn't that something that those sort of things deal with? The shifting, the werewolf, the blood hunting, that sort of thing.
What, magic?
Hemocraft.
I haven't seen him do anything with blood, have you?
No.
No, but the werewolfy people, they probably understand the most about how blood interacts with arcana, right?
Honestly, I thought it was a disease, not a disease, an infection.
Yeah, I don't know. The magic in the normal inks that I use is from specific stones that we grind and then you use that and infuse it. And
Right.
I mean, I fucked with sigils before, but with this, I was just following a pattern that Vasily already gave me and already laid out. I mean, I put my own intention into it, but...
Tell you what, okay, I trust you. I've seen your art. It's pretty fucking good. Scratch whatever you want in my arm, and then we can, with either whatever you have left with the tattoo gun, or we could try with his blood.
Yeah, I think I'd rather try with the tattoo before we fuck with blood.
What about both? Go on.
What do you want to...
Well, I can always do the first layer with the ink, and then if you really want to dive back into it, I can go over it.
Yeah, because tattooing happens in layers. You knew that, right?
Yeah.
Hurts a lot, arcane tattoos.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen my shell. I've already had my shell
of
tattooed,
course,
so-
of course. Yeah.
That one fucking hurt.
I'll go into my bag and get out my little machine and just like try and tap the ink that's still left in the well that's there.
The ink that's still left in the well there is still has its viscosity, is still seems to have that purple sheen to it. Doesn't seem to have gone.
Do you think there's enough in there, or do you think we can like hold up your finger sort of towards Pierre,
Holds up his pinky to Pierre,
and it's just like glowing because all the
yeah, like it kind of pulses and glows in that direction.
like it's all there.
What's your hypothesis?
I don't know. I just want to see what happens. I want it. Like, could it do something? Sure. Could it do something bad? Sure.
All right.
You don't give a fucking anyone that's life talking about
I'll find a stick on the ground and I'll give it to Force and I'll just say, okay, if you, as a god,
it.
had to have a symbol,
But
what would it look like?
Think about that one.
What it might be?
What would it look like? Just follow your instinct.
He probably picks up his hammer with the elephant tusk on the end, and he's like, this double-sided hammer with, what do you think's better? 8 or 6 horns around, like tusks around it.
6.
6.
Just because it's less work for me.
Like that hammer. That's my hammer. With like an elephant tusk coming out the bottom. And then that. And I think kind of like that.
I mean, I was thinking just like a simple like circle lines through it that we can do.
Okay.
More like a sigil, but I can do the hammer. It's just going to take a little while.
Tell you what, elephant tusk crossing the hammer.
Okay. Your skin's pretty thick, so I'm going to have to really give it to get through so the ink stays. So just be prepared. It's going to hurt
And I'll tell you what,
a lot.
I have a second idea if this fucking works. I got something cooking up here. And he holds up the glowing orange elemental primordial thing in his hand and gives you a wink.
Okay, so you're doing this with the purple ink and
Yes.
the blood, or just the blood, or just
Starting with the purple ink.
Okay, and you're doing that sigil. So give me an Arcana check.
I got on the outside of the forearm, like my Cubone tattoo.
21.
21. Okay.
Yes, not giving a shit tattoo.
You set in with the tattoo machine. How long do you reckon it'd take you?
Maybe 45 minutes, 50 minutes, like almost an hour probably to do.
So after that first hour, with that first layer in there, pressing quite deep, bias, it does hurt. You can yeah. And after a while, you have on the outer side of your forearm there, you have a hammer with a tusk through it.
Does it glow at all or react to anything?
It hasn't healed. It seems to just be there.
I mean, I can heal it fast, but do you want to wait so you can overlap and like imbue the same area with the blood, or do you want to heal it and then do it?
Well, it has to be healed before I can go
Great,
back over it. Or...
I just like look down and start whispering to him. And I'm gonna cast healing hands or whatever it is.
Lay on hands.
Lay on hands. Thank you.
Excellent. You glow. Your arm glows, and that is healed up.
5 or 10 or 30.
Probably just 5. Yeah. Safirith, that ink, pretty much almost all gone now. Bucky kind of says, "Oh, have some pinky juice, I guess."
We're blood brothers now.
Not yet. I haven't blood in me.
All right. And there's like a tiny little cap.
Yeah, the little.
It almost looks like a little hourglass that holds the actual ink.
Yeah.
I'll like hold it under Bucky's finger and it'll collect it.
Yeah.
What does his blood look like? Like, does it look different?
His blood is in this campfire light. It just looks to be like a dark red from what you can tell. It's hard to tell color in this sort of light, but as it drips into the machine, it seems to be regular red humanoid blood.
Do we think that's magical, or do we think it's...
I don't know.
Great, let's find out.
The next 45 to an hour.
Oh, it would be a lot shorter to go back over it. So probably like half an hour.
Give me an Arcana check again.
Okay. 22.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So half hour passes and you have this tattoo, this layered tattoo. At this point, you're getting to the point where it's almost Agnar's time to rest, and you'll get a point of exhaustion if you don't lie down for a while. But you use another 5 to heal it again, and you have a wonderful tattoo on your arm.
If that didn't work, honestly, it looks great. I'm glad I got a piece of you now in my bucket.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Great. That's a 15 plus. Macon. I feel like it's high. One would hope a paladin has a high con. Saving throw. Oh, plus 7, so 22.
Beautiful. With that, the new healed tattoo, Bucky looks at you.
So, you god yet?
Oh, I'm building the floor, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Start with here. It's like,
Right. Well, once you get one, you can't stop.
all right. Once you get one follower, then let's follow along as well. I'm gonna like, no, I don't want to wake anyone just yet. I'll try it in the morning.
Okay.
Careful. It might take you a while to fall asleep because you might have a lot of adrenaline. It's a normal reaction to it.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to go to sleep because I'm sleepy.
Bucky.
Yeah.
I just like give him a hug.
Thanks, bye.
Whatever happened
Force.
between us, what that has happened between us that I disappointed you in, I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Don't need to, but
do.
it's better to.
You're doing what you believe you need to do, and I'm doing what I need to do.
Look at you becoming a man. He smacks him in the butt and turns his face away, wiping a tear.
Aww.
Bucky kind of nods his head and goes and lies down in his little bedroll there. Is there anything else you wish to do?
No, I'll go lie down here and just hear a head and an arm just looking at each other.
Head and an arm.
What that arm looking at? That arm dude.
I love you too.
Gives it a quick no.
Just imagine it.
As we come to Agenar.
Catch that bedtime ritual.
Yeah.
Agenar wakes up. Safirith there, putting away the tattoo gun.
Oh, I also said thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Did you?
I figured you said that while I was doing it. You said that with the, oh, it's so cool.
Agenar awake. Safirith awake.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes, okay.
Yeah. You worried?
Yes.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Well, not really, but...
Do you want a tattoo?
You really only tattoo the hands, to be honest.
Yeah, it's true. You don't have a lot of real estate, but
I guess like on my ankle or something, it might work. I mean,
only if you want one, and you can cash that in anytime.
well, thank you. Maybe not right now, but could be fun. A little rebellious, almost.
Are you allowed to have tattoos in your order?
That's a good question. It's not something I ever thought to ask.
Yeah.
Next time I'm there, I'll ask. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Just trying to figure out what we're doing, you know.
Yes. Hard to know what the right path is.
Yeah. And I think I'm just trying to figure out what everyone else needs. I don't know. I want to make sure we're doing the smartest, the best thing, but there's also no way to know that. So at a certain point, we'll just have to make a decision.
Yes. Suppose you're right. I'm not used to making decisions. Usually other people make the decisions and I go, okay.
Really? I would have expected, I don't know, Agenar, you seem like a leader.
Oh, that's nice. But I mean,
I don't know, the way you took charge of the kids, the temple.
Oh.
The way you stepped in at the academy when we were in the middle of that fucking fight.
Oh, well, I mean, it's all sort of first time.
You're doing really well.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, I should probably walk around and look for things.
Yes.
I'll probably should do a little bit of watching on this watch. But
right. Well, I might watch from here if that's okay. But if you see anything or need a second pair of eyes, just you come get me.
Don't worry, I'll holler. I'll just make a quick circle of the camp and see if I can see anything in the mist.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. Are you doing the same, Agenar?
16.
Yeah,
from inside the shell. This is so fucking cool.
So I mean, technically,
20.
where are we at on rules, Caleb? Like, are we doing the dark vision rule of like, if you're in dark and you got dark vision, it's with disadvantage, and if you haven't got dark vision, you can't make the check, or just
that's
straight roll with dark vision and then disadvantage with other people?
I feel like people want dark vision to just be, I can see in the dark normally.
Yeah.
As if it wasn't dark. That's not how it's written, but
I'll say Safirith, make the roll. Agenar, make it with disadvantage purely because there's campfire light. If it were pitch black, you wouldn't be able to. Unless you wish to use other senses.
16 straight roll.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 10.
With a 10. Yeah, Agenar, you don't really notice anything in particular. You do notice Pip lying there kind of going, woof, woof, woof. You, Safirith, as you wander around the edge of the campfire, the edge of the firelight, rather, looking out into the distance there. Far enough off to alert you, but not to alarm you. Something is kind of stalking in the forest there, kind of doing that, the panther kind of shoulder thing. Seems to be around 300 feet away or so, 200, 300 feet away. You can just see it through the trees making its way.
Towards us or just like
it's like a lazy loop around you.
Okay. I'll just kind of like keep an eye towards it as I'm still
you keep an eye
awake
towards it for the next little while, and it seems to make a lazy loop and then disappear into the jungle, and then it comes back along the opposite way, like it is coming back and forth. Not getting any closer, but it is looping back and forth. Enough for you to suspect that maybe it is you are on its radar with the fire and all that sort of stuff. And that brings us to the end of Agnar's and to the start of Etterath's watch as the sun.
Nighttime with Safirith.
Looking into the dark and not seeing much. Can I...
Don't sleep. You get so much time.
To my amulets?
Yeah, you spend an hour attuning to your amulet. As you attune to your amulet...
This is a choice based off an actor being like...
You feel it kind of glow on your chest there and on your chain around your neck. And a bit of weight drops onto it at this point. Bringing us around to Etterath's watch.
So, you never did tell us where you went while we were gone. You know, finding the children, saving the world.
I tried to run away.
Where'd you go? I mean, when you ran, I'm just curious.
About 50 feet out into the fog, then went, oh, fuck, I'm gonna die out here.
Yeah, like Nim almost did. Shame he didn't, really. Well, I'm glad you didn't die, that is.
I felt a responsibility. I feel like everything that's happened here is all because I decided to let him out of the tree.
You have any more theories on him now that he's stopped the roads, released earth-shattering magic?
There is so much more to him than we understand.
No, I get that, but I want your specific theories. Sorry, I'm starting to realize that I get very pedantic around this time of night because I've been awake for so long. I don't know, time just kind of bleeds in on itself recently.
I've been watching close, I've been keeping notes. He seems to be forcing himself into this state, seems.
The childlike state of...
He gets moments of clarity, fear, like he's seen something or he's done something.
You think his brain is just like keeping itself away from whatever this thing is?
Potentially, or however long in a fucking tree might have just grew a little bark over whatever parts. I don't know.
And how would one go about breaking that down?
Just time. It seems that as he discovers things, he just happens. Can't force it.
I hate that answer. I know it's true, but I always hated the answer that you just have to wait. You just have to wait for things to get better. That time will heal it. And it's...
Time doesn't heal. Time buries things.
There we go. Maybe I like that better more.
You shove it away. Just gotta stay there. Eventually you're gonna have to face it. You're not gonna want to, but gods, you're gonna have to. Having something in your head eating at you alive.
How'd you know?
Feel like we're a lot more similar than we let on.
Yeah, I feel like we all have something we're hanging on to.
Yeah.
So what'd you do so terrible in Fiona that you had to leave? You don't have to tell me.
I ran away. I failed. I was a coward.
At the choosing
Yep.
thing?
Banished to never return.
I thought they only banished the ones that don't fit into civilization.
I never completed my trial. I could snap at any minute.
So you're both. I mean, I'd argue that that's the better deal to have. I don't know.
It terrifies me.
What, the wild? Or the civilized part?
But both for different reasons. I feel like the wild might eat me alive and hunt down everybody I've ever cared about, but the civilization, people, I've seen the worst of humanity. How they can be so kind and then just throw you away like you were nothing.
Yeah. Maybe we're not so different, you and I.
No.
Well, that's enough depressing talk for one night, don't you think?
Maybe a little. You said you're happy for me not to have died. I'm going to make sure I'm the first one, too. I can't bury another friend.
Are you going to kill yourself?
No.
Okay, I just had to check. You know, I just had to
I'll die trying.
And with that, as the morning breaks and as Bucky
Let's make some breakfast.
gets you all up from your rest, brings you back out onto the road, we shall end tonight's session.
Yay!
Theater of the Mind Flip.
Thanks for listening to Theater of the Mind Flayer.
We go live on all good podcast app every Tuesday at what time?
I don't know. Do you know?
No.
Every time?
All the times, 2 a.m., 7 p.m. If you like what you heard,
Leave us a review on whatever podcast app you're listening to.
and if you didn't like it, then
Then turn it off and never listen to it again.
no, they could turn it on and listen to it again and find something better about it, and they actually like it.
That works.
Reach out to us on Twitter at mindflayer_pod and
Instagram at Theater of the Mind Flayer.